outside edge of the placemat is formed by 6 semicircles and 4 quarter circles. Where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 semicircles and 4 quarter circles. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of radius 4 cm. Okay, stop. Okay, go and write down first. 4 cm. 4. Okay, 4, 4, 4. And then they say the radius is 4 cm, right? Which means that from here to here, this will be 4 cm. Okay, remind yourself all this kind of stuff, all the 4 cms. Then asking for what's the perimeter of the placemat. The perimeter of the placemat, isn't it the circumference of all this? Okay. Before trying to do this one by one, please don't do such thing. Just add them up together first. How many semicircles are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 semicircles. Which means that you need to find the circumference of 3 circles. Because 6 semicircles is equivalent to 3 circles. How about 4 quarter circles? 4 quarter circles add up together will become 1 circle. Okay, so total how many circles do we need? See, 6 semicircles plus 4 quarter. I'm going to call them quadrants. This one, 6 semicircles will be 3 circles. 4 quadrants will be 1 circle. So total, what do you need to do? You need to find 4 circles. Okay, don't go and do the silly thing, then go and find one by one, add up together. I mean, like, you can do that, but it's going to be a waste of time. So I'm going to teach you the smarter way. Now, how are we going to find 4 circles? Can we find the circumference of 1 circle first? So circumference of 1 circle, that will be pi times d. This is the formula. Pi, they say they express the answer in terms of pi, so just write pi. How about the diameter? See, the radius of one semicircle is 4, therefore the diameter is 2 times of the radius, therefore it will be 8. So it's 8 pi cm. Now, we have to find 4 circles, right? So it'll be circumference of 4 circles. And that will give us 4 multiplied by 8 pi, giving us 32 pi cm. So this is the answer for number 1. How about the next part? Find the area of the placemat. Now, the area of the placemat, right? It will be a little bit more tricky. We have to find all this, right? The 4 quadrants. And then we have to find the semicircles, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So we have to find all this. And then we have to find the inside of it. So the inside of it, we have to find the dimension as well. Now let's slowly find out the dimension. It will not be very difficult, don't worry. If this one is 4, so this one, how about the diameter? Just now we found the diameter is 8, right? So the diameter will be 8. Which means that from here to here, it will be 8 cm. This one will be 8 cm. Okay, I'm going to cut all these figures into 3 portions. I'm going to cut it like that. Okay, this is 1, then 2, then 3. So I call it this 1, 2, and 3. Excluding the quadrant, that's why I only shade a quadrant, I didn't shade a rectangle. So all these are the 2 small rectangles. And then this one is the 1 big quadrilateral. Can we calculate this one first? So for this entire thing, it will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, giving us what? 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 4 times 4, that will be 16 cm. So from here to here, it will be 16 cm. Then how about from here to here? Okay, this one is 4 as well, because all these are the radius of the quadrant. And then this one is 8, and then 4. So same thing. So this is a square. Congratulations, this will be very simple. Okay, so I can find this square, this rectangle, and then we find the quadrant, add up together. Remember, the quadrant add up together is 1 circle. And then the semicircles, the 6 semicircles add up together will be 3 circles. So can we find the area of 1 circle, 2 circles, total 4 circles? And then after that, we need to add up the inside one. Okay, so this is actually how you strategize your answer. Do not just go into it so quickly. Now, the next portion, I'm going to draw a line over here. I'm going to find the area of 1 circle first, because in total, I need to find 4 circles. So area of 1 circle, write down your formula, pi times r times r. The radius of a circle will be 4 cm. So it's pi times 4, giving us 16 pi cm square. Now I need 4 circles, right? So I'm going to write area of 4 circles. And that will give us 4 times 16 pi. You throw that inside the calculator, you're going to get 64 pi cm square. Okay, so you already got the shaded portion. Now we need to find the small rectangle and then the big square. So area of rectangle will be what? Length times breadth, right? So the length will be 8 cm because we calculated just now, and then the breadth will be 4. So it'll be 8 times 4, giving us 32 cm square. Because we need 2 rectangles, right? So it will be area of 2 rectangles, and that will just be 2 times 32, giving us 64 cm square. Now, the last part we need to find out will be the area of the square. Just now we found out the dimension is 16 by 16. So area of square will be 16 multiplied by 16. Just throw that inside your calculator. Let's see what we're going to get. 16 multiplied by 16, that will give us 256 cm square. So we're going to circle all the stuff that we need to add up together. I know that I need my 2 squares. Sorry, I need my 1 square, I need my 2 rectangles, and I need my 4 circles. And I'm going to add them all up together. So total area would be, my 4 circles will be 64 pi, plus my 2 squares, 2 rectangles will be 64, plus my 1 big square, which is 256. Just to remind you all, your pi cannot be added to anything else without any pi. So since it cannot be added to anything else, it will just remain. Okay, but your 64 can be added to 256. So if you take 256 plus your 64, that will give you 320, and that will be your final answer. 64 plus 320 cm squared. So for parents who are watching this, usually I told you all before that I like to do things in a more structured manner. If you do things in a more structured manner, your kids will naturally form this habit of doing so. So that's why a lot of my stuff, I have my statement and my arrow, and then I have my formula as well. And then I will go and write down all the information that I can about this figure, okay? Before I start explaining, hey, you know what? If I add them all up together, how many circles do I have? Which means that I do not need to find the area of 1 quadrant and 1 semicircle, then add them up together. It can be very confusing. So we try to use this method because this is a lot more structured. Okay, done.